kinds of sails out here. Old sails. This jib is really ugly. Super hooked on the leech. That's not their fault. That is just, I don't know what kind of jib that is. If he can hang upwind, he's got his bang snug, so his boom's going straight in and out. Good. The crew should be standing right at the shroud. You can see the sterns drag on these boats really badly. Sorry I'm filming right into the sun. But the sterns drag a lot, so this isn't windy enough to put the bow down at all. You know, reach off it. This is still normal conditions. Our leech is not kind of 420 setting, so I'm not gonna pick on her. See if we can see the difference. Vesper's got less twist. Vesper has less twist in her main than you. A bad lineup, way too bow forward. Never want to line up that bow forward in a lineup. Okay, that looks good. Dan and Maggie look really good. They got the bang snug, so the boom is going straight and out. You should be looking at the water, so the crew should be looking out. Really good wind. 3, 2, 1. A lot of times the skipper can see this. This is just beautiful right now. He's got quite a bit of twist. Kind of like Celeste had. This just looks beautiful. Pretty much perfectly, yeah. Oh, they're gonna go hike mode. That's okay. These guys might be able to go jib in a little bit. I don't think they're at the setting. If I ask them right now if they're at the setting they want to be at, they'll probably say no, they need a tighter rig. Their forestay's pretty sad. Santiago and Jet, they've got some good looking sails. Those are kind of right at the spreader tip almost. Actually, I think they have more rig tension than Vesper did. We're looking at boom heights. Looks like everybody's boom is pretty high. I think Vesper's raked back more than other people, I think. It's going to be interesting to ask her. Right in there, you can see the low boom. So if you see people in a high boom, it means they're in a more light air setting. Vesper seems to be fast in a straight line, but her boat goes low in the light spots. Yep, in the bump she takes on, so that usually means the jib needs to look out, or the boat needs to look out. So she would probably say she wants to rake up where you can see the cam keeps starting like in front every time. This looks really good. Benton and Steven. Now don't lean back. He should lean forward in the light spots. These guys are sailing in bad air, and oh, their jib does not look right at home. So they've got all kinds of a bad jib right there. Their jib's bluffing at the bottom first, so they need to rake back more. They are raked way. One boat was these guys might be able to rake further forward. Their foot is too flat. Batteries wearing out. So what I learned on the reach is you got to keep the spinnaker pretty steady. You can't be letting it in and out, in and out, in and out, because it gets too hard to steer. Ah! That's their punishment. See, rocking does not work. Get the boat flat. Get the boat flat. Don't, see, that's, gotta get the boat flat. There we go. A lot of twist in the main. So I would keep, yeah, that's closed. So that main is set up good, actually. His leech looks perfect. These guys should be fast. Leech of the jib looks perfect. I would say everybody came out in similar rake settings. Obviously we're using older sails, but everybody's setting up pretty good. I'm a little worried about Vesper and August leech of their jib outside the spreader tip. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if they want to rake further forward, but they seem like even the top of the jib, we got to look at that. Is the top of the jib luffing a little and the bottom of the jib not luffing? So if the jib is luffing at the top but not luffing at the bottom, it usually means sheet tighter. It could be you're just raked too far back. They definitely are. This boat over here, 2441, definitely is the most raked aft. The thing to remember about the Club 420, you can see it here, is the angle of the jib off the center line is like 11 degrees or something, and the boom is like 4 degrees off center line. So the sails sail at two completely different angles to the wind. When your jib is luffing, your mainsail is not. So it's, and obviously that's why we windward sheet, to try to pull that jib sheet angle in from 11 degrees into 8 or something. It's still beneficial to have the boom as close to center line as you can get it. See, Ben just sails very flat all the time as he gets a puff there. It's a dumb boat. Single-handed is so fast. Oh, you're setting the spinnaker around me. You're going around me. Tack again, tack again. Uh-oh. Solo is fast. You're setting. You're setting. Red buoy, red buoy. Nice set, Santi. These are ones that have been the fastest downwind, and they will heel to windward to keep that spinnaker away from the leeward side of the main too. See how they steered up when they heeled to leeward? Very nice. There we go. We're working with them a little bit on not easing the pole forward too much so you don't get the leeward side of the kite in the lee of the mainsail. See, it's perfect. See the leeward side of the mainsail. You actually watch the leeward side of the spinnaker. And if you see that's too low, 9360. What happened here? It's gonna be close. Adventure sailing. Reaches of jibs, that's lined up with the spreader tip. Yeah, and that's where the jib breaks evenly. The jib luffs evenly about right there. Her leech of her jib is way open. We're probably, and the foot's very flat, so obviously they could use more windward sheet, but look how far out. But the top of the jib's luffing. See the top windward telltale is just straight up and down. And the bottom one's not as, oh, they just trimmed in. So they're just outside the spreader. So this is something you can't really see from this side of the boat. One of our goals for our next few Perry practices, one of them is to use our race sails and come out here and get pictures and make sure we're all in the ballpark with each other. We compare our weights and make small adjustments, but we gotta know, we gotta get as much even as we can. All the sails are the same in Club 420s. You're not buying different brands or anything. Again, you're looking at the top telltales up there and the bottom telltales down low, and you're trying to see if they're breaking even. Now they're kind of reaching right now. Oops. It looks like it's breaking evenly, so that means you're trimmed about right. It's okay for it to luff at the top first, just a little bit. Now we're reaching. Very good practice, you guys. When the wind is really up and down, obviously we did not have even sails at all, but so speed testing is kind of hard when everybody's sails are all kind of practice sails, most of them. But when the wind is up and down, I don't mind a little heel to leeward in some of the puffs, a little. I think Santi maybe was overdoing that a little, letting it heel a little too much. You know, if it's steadier, we don't want to heel to leeward it. hardly at all. The mast, dude, is flat, and it's really up and down. Anyway, good practice.